Hey, it's Pete here, and I'm back for a free day-long tournament. There's an 8-board BBO tournament that you can play by clicking competitive, and then tournaments, and then you'll find the free one. Unfortunately, we might not play all the same boards if you do happen to play it. And for those that ask, I play this Thursday in Australian time, which is the Wednesday date on BBO. But if you want to join our group, just add me as a friend. Slink2, SLIYNK2, and I'll add you back. Just post in the comments, and yeah, we'll get started. Balanced 12 count, pass a club. So we're playing IMPs. There's a pretty normal pass. I could consider overcalling a heart. I could consider making a take-up double, but both of them are a bit dubious. I do want a heart lead. And I do have some points. I know my partner will have some reasonable points. If I pass, the opponents might just play like 2 spades or something. And then my partner has to find a lead. I'm happy for a heart or a club. Yeah, why not? Let's try a 4-card overcall. I haven't done one of those in a while. Perfect reasoning for making a bid. I haven't done it in a while. Anyway, my partner made a Q raise, so just go back to 2 hearts. Alright, so... I think we would have played in spades if I didn't bid, but the opponents have a 9-card diamond fit, so maybe they would have played in 3 diamonds. We get a low spade lead, and one important thing to note is 2 hearts here is definitely a playable spot. I'm not sad that I'm in this moise. I do have the issue that if they duck the ace of hearts, then I might get into some trouble by being tapped if hearts break poorly. Anyway, the opponents have 9 diamonds and didn't manage to bid here, so the 1 heart overcall sort of jams West out a bit. And they also didn't lead a club, so it looks like East is a balanced hand, most likely, because otherwise West would have led a singleton club if East had 5. So East either has like 4 or 6 clubs. I don't think East has 3 clubs because that would give them like a 4-3-3, and West would have 6 diamonds, and they might have bid something. My partner's got 11 points opposite my 12, which is 23. 17 missing, so East has 12 or 11. I think that they're a balanced hand, and the robots don't open balanced 11 counts, so East has either 12 points and is balanced, giving West 5, or they're unbalanced, but as I said, I would have expected a club lead if that had happened, and West would have 6 points. Yeah, so I'll just play a low spade, and the 10 comes out, and I want them to take the ace of hearts, so that part failed. Let's draw another trump. Yeah, so they ducked 2 rounds, which is very indicative of hearts being 4-2. If they had just 3 hearts, they probably would have won the ace. Like, no one wants to leave themselves with just like singleton ace of hearts, so I'm fairly sure hearts are 4-2. I don't know who precisely has the 4-card heart suit. And I want to take a club finesse. Usually I'd lead a low club towards the jack, but I know that East can't have King Doubleton, so we'll just lead that to get it covered. And so I've got 4 tricks here at the moment. I definitely get another heart trick. I believe I'll get another spade trick for 6. I can try and go at club, club, club rough. That's sort of playing East to have 4 hearts. Now, I don't know who I think's more likely to have 4 hearts. If East has 4 hearts, West has like 2 clubs, 2 hearts. So it's probably West is more likely to have the long hearts, but just cash that. Spade, and I'm not finessing here, so it looks like West has 2 spades. They led like a high, low, and spade, so East has the queen. We're up to 6 tricks. Not really sure where my extra trick's going to come if West roughs this. Okay, so East is a balanced hand with 3 clubs. So East has 3 spades, 3 clubs. They can't have 4 diamonds, so East has a 4-3-3 on hearts. So let's ruff there. They get their spade, and I'll just get a heart, and I get another heart trick. And they get the last couple. Notice that if I didn't ruff my winning club, then they would have just got to ruff low, draw my trump, and that's a lot worse. So forcing them to ruff high was a good idea. They either over ruff or not. Anyway, okay, so was that a good score? So plus 140 seems decent. 2 spades has 2 diamonds and a spade and a heart. So 2 spades at best, 9 tricks as well. So it's flat in that sense. So notice that even though I played in my 4-3 rather than my 5-3, still pretty good. If I passed, I presume West would bid a diamond, my partner would bid a spade, East would pass. Now you have to work out what you want to bid with this hand. So you'd probably make a Q raise, so 2 clubs Q raise, or maybe 2 diamonds Q raise. I don't know what the robots would do. And your partner, maybe you don't Q raise. You've only got 12 points, and your partner's a passed hand, but yeah, I think this one will be flattish. The robots can, your opponents lose 2 spades, a heart, 3 clubs, so they've got 6 diamond tricks and a heart, so they're down 2 and whatever. So pretty mundane board to start with, except for the 4-card overcall. 17 highs and a 5-card suit, so this is worth 18, 19. So I'll start with a spade and then maybe invite my partner. They bid 2 spades. I'm going to offer 3 no trumps here. They don't have to pass this. But if they had a 4-3-3, maybe they would have. If they had a 4-3-3, it's still, still not sure if it's best to play in spades or no trumps. But I had every suit stopped, so yeah. Club lead. So I have no diamonds. I have a club loser. I have a heart loser that I want to ruff. And I have a couple of spades. So it looks like ace king, queen of clubs, which may or may not hold, and then heart, 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 ruff, and then finesse the queen of spades. What do I know about the hand? So dummy's got 8 points. I have 17, which is 25. If I open a no trump, I'd play there. So anyone that opens a no trump will probably get a bad score. 3 no trumps is an okay spot. If you open 1 spade, because you got a 5-card spade suit, obviously you get to 4 spades. So heart, 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 ruff. I can't see any reason not to finesse the queen of spades. Okay, so East has shown up with queen of hearts, king of clubs, ace of spades. So that's 9 points. They can technically have the queen. That would be. They can technically have the queen of spades, but if they do have the queen of spades, I can just take a diamond finesse to get rid of my club loser. If I play low and West scores the queen and plays a club and I stick the jack in and that gets ruffed, that's a lot worse. I'll just put up the king. The robots might have flown anyway. And now I'll just exit with a spade, see who's got the queen. So now, because East is a passed hand, I know the queen of diamonds is on side, so I can guaranteed take the diamond finesse. So, or I could have just let it run and used the club as an entry. So making 11. So this one should be a decent score. I think some people will open a no trump, even though this hand is definitely far too good for that. So I think 1 spade is clear. I guess I could have made 12 tricks. So if I finessed and then just crossed my hand, drew the trump, and then took the diamond hook, I could have made 12. My main concern is, I would have done that against a human player, but the robots sometimes fly, and because they do that, if like West had led the 8 of clubs from 10-8 fifth, and I then hooked and then got a club through which got roughed, I still don't know who's got the diamond and might, in a very rare day, go off. Still, it was probably worthwhile finessing because the chances of all that happening were extremely remote, and the overtrick's probably worth it, so might have thrown an imp away. Balance, 13 count, I'll open a club. Just bid 2 hearts. I could have considered, no, like, I was thinking maybe I could consider passing because there's a best hand tournament, but we can definitely have game on, so raising is clear. Low spade lead. I got a heart loser, 2 diamonds, a club, and a couple more spades. I'll just duck this, so, and duck that, I guess. Starting to worry about them getting roughs, but things would have to break pretty badly. I want to draw trumps ASAP. I've still got a deep spade loser that I need to rough. But I want to sneak one past the ace of hearts. So I'll lead the queen of hearts, which if West has the ace, might duck. Okay. And trumps break, so we'll play another one. Queen of spades. Diamond. And they get another diamond, but I'll get my ace of spades, and then I just get to rough my spade. Or my head's just high now. But plus 110, again, not much in that one. Pretty simple board. Draw trumps have some losers. They just get their 5 tricks. We didn't get too high. Hey, I'm Steph. How's it going? 7-4. Yeah, so this kind of feels like 7-4 just bid 4 spades. Like 7-4s have really good playing strength. I've got fantastic spades. Can't see, like I don't think I'm going to be missing slam if I bid that. So yeah, we'll just stick in a 4 spade bid and see how we go. And this time I've got 14 points, so West opened, I've got 14 points. I could have 4 heart losers here. I could have 3 heart losers and a spade loser. So a couple of options. Do I think East is going to stick on the king of spades, in which case I want to play low, win the ace, cash the king of clubs, spade to the 9, pitch a heart, 10 tricks. If they aren't going to do that, then maybe I want to repeat the spade finesse. So stick in the 9 of spades and then play another spade. I guess I can always take the spade finesse later. So what do I know about points? Dummy's got 5, I've got 14, 19, 21 missing. West has 12 to 14 is my guess. They're probably balanced. So 12 to 14. So if they've got 12, then the other hand has 9, right? I'm feeling like I want to play a low spade here. If hearts are 4-1, my only real chance is if the king of spades pops. Yeah, like I don't need that ace of clubs except for potentially pitching a heart. So I can play low. If I don't see the king, I win. I'll just exit a heart then and there to see if something good happens. And I can always just overtake the club and take the spade finesse later. So I think that's the best chance. Alright. And like, if hearts are 4-1, I was probably down anyway. What happened there? Heart, queen, small, king. Did West put in the queen from like ace, queen, 4th and the stiff king? I now have other chances, so I'm going to win. I don't have that many heart losers, so I'll overtake. spade, and West won't lead from King Doubleton. That would be pretty silly. So let's take the finesse and draw the trump. We've got a heart pitch there. Just lead a heart up. There's the ace, which looks like they let, yeah, ace queen 10x, they stuck it in. And we make 11, so that should be good. That was not the best defense. Can they technically, like, they can, feels like they can almost beat me, right? So, because the 10 of hearts is on side, I've only got 3 heart losers, but I don't really have that many entries, so if I didn't get a spade lead, let's say they just led their partner's suit, and I won the ace of diamonds. If I play a heart now, like, I guess I'm always gonna, yeah. This is one of the things. The spade lead from the singleton's terrible. The robots always do this though, because the way they're processed to think is they work on double dummy analysis, which means that they realize that the singleton lead doesn't give away anything double dummy. But single dummy, most of the time you're not going to pick up like jack 4th spade or queen 3rd spade or things like that. So the singleton lead's like terrible, but the robots always do it. This is like a pretty easy queen of clubs lead for me. In which case we go queen of clubs, I'd have to win ace, run the 9 of spades, spade to the queen, ace, and heart, and play for the 10 of hearts to be on side, I guess. You would always make, but anyway, 4 spades, good board, happy, I made the extra trick, and yeah. Board number 5. 17 points, 5 card suit. This is very reminiscent of board 2. So upgrade this to 18, 19. I'll open a diamond. And I was going to rebid 2 no trumps, but my partner didn't bid. Now I've got 2 choices. One, I could bid 1 no trump, which now shows 18, 19 points in a balanced hand, because when your partner doesn't respond, all the no trump ranges drop by a level. The other option is I could make it take up double and see where partner wants to play. This hand looks to me more like it's suit play orientated. Mike Ware, good New Zealand player, always says ace doubleton isn't a stopper. Not because it's not going to stop the suit, but because you can't hold it up, and it's way worse than ace third. So for that reason, I'm going to come back in with a double. And have I done enough? So let's say my partner doesn't, like, do we just want to defend? Are we going to make some part score? My partner could bid here. I've said, I know you don't have much. They don't have a penalty pass of hearts. They haven't wanted to bid 3 diamonds. I reckon my partner's hand is complete garbage. And we're vulnerable against knots, so I don't want to go down lots, so I'll pass. So it looks like me and West would have made really good partners. Anyway, 17 opposite 1 is 18, so 22 missing. Let's give West 17. So my partner's got 5 at least. I think West probably doesn't have 17 points, but it's probably like 15, 16. So I think my partner's around 6 or 7 points. And anyway, just looks like I want to draw trumps here. Partner had the 4 of spades, so that's the 4th best spade. So hearts are like 6, 3, 2, 2. Spades are 4, 3, 3. I could cash some diamonds. Ooh, I don't want to set them up with a good diamond there. So I better get rid of any potential entries to the dummy. Okay. And we'll hop. Okay, so my partner had queen 3rd diamond. So West had a singleton. Alright, so we're fairly sure on West's shape. They've only got 6 hearts because my partner followed to this round. We know they've got 3 spades because my partner led their 4th best spade. So there are 3, 6, 1, 3. With sort of 15 to 17 points most likely. They've got king, queen, jack to 6 hearts. They've got stiff jack of diamonds is 7. Anyway, I don't need the diamonds. And let's just play another spade. So king, queen, jack of spades. Yeah, no, I got the rest of the tricks now. Oh, what? I've got 4 spades. So my partner just led from 3 small spades. Okay, minus 110. How is that as a score? So my partner had 6 points, West had 16. What can we make? We lose 2 spades, a heart, and a club, and a diamond. So we're down 1 in 3 diamonds. If I opened a no trump, the robots would probably say I have hearts and get to play in 2 hearts. I think this one's a slightly bad score. I feel like I'm going to lose about half an imp to an imp on this board. Some people might do more. But I was happy with where I was. I don't know why my partner passed 2 hearts. With 6 points and that sort of hand, I would probably be bidding. Because I wanted to try and compete even if my partner couldn't respond. They had a hand that would have usually responded. They have no wasted points in hearts, so for me that would be a compete. But technically I think we did like the pass spot. Can't get any more tricks. Board number 6. 12, 14 points, balanced hand. We've got lots of these 14 or 17s. It's just what we got. This is a pretty mediocre hand. Sometimes with 14s I upgrade them to bid a no trump, but this hand has no aces. That's like a serious downside. So for me this is either a pass or a spade. I've got good spades, so I'm just going to make another 4-card overcall. 3 hearts, twice rebiddable hearts, and okay, so we've got a heart fit, but 3 no trump seems better, I think. We got diamond stoppers. I got a very balanced-ish hand. Anyway, partner has 12 points, opposite my 14. It's 26. Just got a question. Are you playing in any major international tournaments this year? I take it you don't mean for the rest of the year, but you mean like in 2018? For the rest of the year, I'm done. Like, no more holidays for me. That's all over. So actually get some time at home now. As for next year, actually no, I probably don't have any major international events. I'm playing lots of the national events coming up over January, February. So there's heaps of events in Australia, January, February. So most of that I'll be gone. Okay, so 3 no trumps. If hearts break not 4-0, then I've got like 7 hearts, 2 clubs, and I can start on spades. If hearts break 4-0, then I'm still probably making, potentially. We've got the 2 of clubs lead, which looks like it's a 4-card suit. I was thinking of like winning the king of clubs, cashing the queen of hearts to see if they're 4-0. I really don't think they're 4-0, but if I win the king of clubs and cash the queen of hearts, I don't have entries to my hand. So I'm going to take the risk that hearts are 4-0 and try and make some extra tricks. So diamond and another one. So don't need a club. Sweet, they went 4-0. So that's all good. So plus 2. If they were 4-0, which bidding didn't seem to really fit them being, yeah. I could have discarded a heart, but I couldn't see any. Like, I can always pitch a heart on that, and the spades are good for pitches later. But my clubs weren't great anyway, so it seemed like it all would have worked out the same. But a heart discard's definitely alright. I know I don't need the heart, so I could have just pitched it. But I couldn't see any real value in keeping the club. Except that if hearts are 4-0, and then I run 3 hearts, 3 spades, a diamond, 2 clubs, and maybe have some threat, but I haven't actually squeezed them. but maybe I can try for like Doubleton, Queen, Nine of Clubs. So there's like this really remote thing. So good pickup. But, yeah. Anyway, if I didn't bid here and it went a diamond, pass, pass, you'll probably still get to 3 no trumps. 12, 15 points, 5, 4, 2, 2 shape. I'm just going to open a no trump. Transfer 3 diamonds. New suit. Okay, so my hand is sensational for diamonds now. We don't have a fit here. Support for diamond, no third heart. I bid 4 club, like, so this description of 4 clubs is just like utter garbage here. It's like 15 to 17 points and I have 4 or 5 clubs. I reckon this should be like a Q bid saying, hey, I really like diamonds, but turns out I have to support diamonds like this. Alright, and partner's got 10 to 13 points and not so much interest. So what do I need from my partner to be making slam? Okay, so like my hand is so good for slam. If I've got like king 4th diamond, ace 5th heart, and the king of spades, then we're on diamonds breaking 2-2. My partner's definitely got a game-forcing hand. I tend not to just mention the diamonds if they're bad diamonds. If my partner's got like ace, queen of hearts and the king, queen of diamonds, then we're on a heart finesse. I'm going to give it a go. This is very, very not recommended. But like the robots are so bad at slam bidding, and I couldn't show the power of this hand. I have got all these controls. We just don't have that many losers. This might have no play, but we'll give it a shot. Okay. We got a low club lead. So my partner actually has their bids here. I can rough my spade loser. I've got a couple of club losers. So first of all, I have to guess hearts. Straight up, must guess hearts. Secondly, maybe I can set hearts up to... Like if I can set hearts up, I might be able to discard both my clubs. Right. So good news, if I misguess hearts, you might just go down in 5 diamonds anyway. Like you misguess, you get a club lead, you win the ace, you draw trumps, you play a heart, you misguess them, they play another club, and you might lose a club and 2 hearts. So 6 isn't as bad as it looks. So if the queen, like for me to get 2 discards, then I need hearts 3-3. Other options, I could play east of led away from the queen of clubs. That seems like a pretty poor choice. I don't see why they would do it, but they might do that if they had the ace of hearts. I've also got other plays in clubs. I can play for Doubleton queen of clubs. I could play for West to have Doubleton 10 of clubs and like run the jack later. Anyway, it feels like I should win this and draw a couple of rounds of trumps. What do I know based on points? So let's just do a quick recap. 10 points in dummy. I had 15, which is 25. So 15 points missing. The opponents have 10 spades. No one bid anything. And I want to be in the south hand, so we'll just play another diamond back. And I didn't want to play queen of diamonds, diamond over, because I want some more entries. I think like I could try and strip spades. That causes them some grief, but then if I do that, I reduce my entries to the north hand to potentially set up hearts. I'm also missing the 10 of hearts as well, so I could play for West to have like queen 10x heart. Okay, that's a good sign. Ooh, so ace of hearts and they flew. Now I can take a roughing heart finesse. So I can draw the last trump and potentially run the jack of hearts with this jack 8 and take a finesse. So now I have to guess, did West start with ace queen 10, or did West have ace 10 doubleton? All right. So we know West has 3 diamonds and East has 1. We also know that no one chose to bid spades or even lead spades. West also hopped up with the ace and returned a heart. Now, if I had ace queen 10, I wouldn't be super thrilled about returning the 10 of hearts straight up. So I am going to go for the roughing finesse. Success! Ace of spades, and now I have the entry back. So if I roughed that early, I'm not sure, like, I would have, probably could have done it, but I would have had to time it all differently. So 6 diamonds making should be a very good score. And I am down on a spade lead. So if they lead a spade, I guess they cut my communications. So because of the bad diamond break, why does a spade beat me? So I win the ace of spades, and let's say I play a heart. If they didn't fly, so play a heart towards the king, and that holds. And then I can't take the roughing finesse, can I? So, I can, if they don't fly, I can end play them, right? So I can strip the cards out and make West either give me a rough and discard or lead a club. On a spade lead, I win ace, and that's kind of curious. Can you spot why we can't make on a spade lead? It's definitely a pretty poxy contract. I'm very happy that 6 diamonds is cold. Well, made, not cold, but yeah, very interesting that a spade lead beats this, even though I've got ace-x opposite stiff. Definitely they can attack my entries or something, or remove my ability to do the rough and discard or throw in. Something like that, but it's not absolutely clear. Anyway, 1370. That's the type of score you need to try and win these events, which is another kind of reason why I gave this a shot. So if they lead a spade and I pull another heart up, yeah, so removed my... So if they can lead a spade, when they get in with the ace of hearts, they can force me to rough early, and I can draw trumps ending in the north hand, but I can't get back there to take the roughing finesse. Yeah. Okay, so board number 8, final board. So this time I got 15 points, 3, 5, 4, 1 shape, so I'll start with a heart. And this hand's worth inviting, so the way I like to do this is bid my other suit and then show my partner I've got 3 card spade support if it gets that far. Now if they correct back to 2 hearts, I then bid 2 spades. If I bid 2 spades straight up, that's too weak. Like, I'd bid that on much weaker hands. And I'm not good enough to bid anything more than that. So just bid 2 diamonds, hope the auction stays alive, and then bid 2 spades if they corrected back to hearts. So here we are in our 4-3 fit rather than our 5-3 fit. Some people might raise spades, which play pretty well. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. When I'm in a moise, I really like to consider like playing it as if it's no trumps and counting winners instead of losers. But at the moment, I'm just going to stick in the low club, see what happens. So it looks like West has the jack, and we get a diamond switch. So I could win ace of diamonds and cross ruff a bit, which seems like a reasonable choice. That would get me, potentially I could ruff 3 clubs and the ace is 4 and maybe get 2 ruffs there. So yeah, we'll hop up and do I want to go ace of hearts, ruff a heart, ruff a club? Yeah, let's go that approach. Don't need all those spades because doing so much roughing I won't be able to set up the long suit. And roughing finesse is no good either. Just hope that this doesn't get over roughed. And rough that. And king of spades, spade. And now they have to rough high in front of me. No. And I've got the rest of the tricks now. For plus 90. Oop. Disappeared, but so I could have made an over trick. I'm still okay with that. I reckon that's fair. I think I did pretty well in this one, so let's see the provisional results. Here we go, and it'll all be on the back of 6 diamonds, but let's see. Provisionally plus 29. I lost an imp for 2 hearts, down 1. I thought I was going to lose about half an imp, but other than that, 4 spades plus 1 got me almost 10 imps. Another 13 there, and just dribs and drabs other than that. So that was the 3-day-long tournament. We'll check out how I went in the overall scheme of it, and also in our friendship group who did well. Results are in, and I finished in the 106th with 29.87. So who else did well? And I took out the group, but only just. Sweet. Took it over Nishiet, who scored 29.82 and finished in 109th, 3 places behind me. Randwick won also in the top 1,000 with in 401st with 23.28. So that was the 3-day-long tournament. And if you want to join this friendship group and see who else actually did well and where you compare, add me as a friend, SLIYNK2. Post in the comments that you've added me with your BBO username, and I'll add you back. And then you can join this group and can compare and see how you did go across the weeks, who makes the top 1,000. There was almost 10,000, 9,697 people playing, so almost a top 100, but just missed out. So just quick recap of the hands. 2 hearts plus 1 netted me an imp for this 4-card overcall. Most people in 2 spades. Some people got to no trumps. So they started with double. This is like, double's okay, but what if your partner bids diamonds? It's not great. I think I prefer a heart over double, but I was briefly considering double. Obviously, pass is the other just normal choice, and some people in 4 spades. If your partner bids a spade and you re-double, okay. Board number 2 netted 2 imps for this one. This one seemed pretty straightforward, but I actually dropped an imp. A few people in making 12 tricks. Someone even bid and made 12 tricks. Other people going down in 4 spades or in 2 spades. So a wide variety of assessments there. Either passing 2 spades. People getting to no trumps. So if you open 1 no trump, your partner still invites you. Wow, I would not be inviting to this hand. I think this is a very weak 8 count. So that group of people are lucky to still make game, like to bid and make game. Other than that, I'll take my 2 imps when I dropped 1. Board number 3, so we're in 2 hearts, and I managed to make an over trick. This one was a very simple hand. Surprised I got an imp for this. So I'm bid and made 3 hearts, but other than that, some people just going to 4 hearts unnecessarily. 9 imps for 4 spades plus 1. So just with my 7-4 where I just bashed 4 spades, it was pretty simple hand for the make. I thought this was clear 4 spades. Had choices about whether to overtake the club or not. So how did some other people bid it? So some people doubled and then bid it. Some people got to 3 spades. Yeah, so not realizing the power of the 7-4, this is definitely worth just jumping straight into 4 spades. Letting the opponents play 3 diamonds. Or getting to 4 hearts. Wow. Like, even if you have a heart fit, you want to be playing this one in spades. Your spades are so much better. 7-4s so often play better in the 7 card suit, so I don't think it's worth doubling to bring that into the picture. Then the board where I lost imps on. So 2 hearts, some people bid and made 3 no trumps because they reopened with 1 no trump. And 3 no is actually cold, so that's so much for bidding it that way. Other people came back in with 2 diamonds, which I don't like, but for some reason the opponent bid to 4 hearts over that. Lots of people in 3 no down 1. 12. So, this is 18 count, not a 17 count, as I think I might have mentioned before. I was wondering why so many people aren't opening this one no trump. But yeah, so I was in the relative minority here with opening and just reopening with a double. So you get to 3 diamonds if you double and then the opponent's and then come back in with 3 diamonds, which again is also cold. I thought this one might go down. You lose 2 spades, a heart, and a club, and your diamond pips are good enough if you lead the queen and then the 9 and double finesse there. So you can technically make it. But yeah, lost 2 there, 3 no, plus 2. Another reasonably simple one. I was a bit lazy, didn't throw a heart when they played ace of diamonds diamond, but that was a very minor case, but took my 2 imps. And then 6 diamonds got plus 14. I was not alone here. There was 3 other people in there with me. Some people defending. 3 spades doubled. So if you open a diamond, the option gets really tricky. So I much prefer a no trump to 1 diamond, even though diamond's okay. But I like describing my hand straight away if I can. But overbid it. Not so many people in 5 diamonds. There's a handful of them. Lots of people in 3 no trumps. And then finally wrapped it up with 2 diamonds making on the nose. Some people bid and made 4 spades. They either opened 1 no trump or raised to 2 spades. So I think this, I wanted to show my exact shape of 3, 5, 4, 1. Partner won't pass 2 diamonds too often, and if you do, you get to 2 diamonds. If they correct back to 2 hearts, you can then bid 2 spades, and then partner is really well poised to try and judge whether to bid 4 or not. And I think it should show sort of this sort of strength hand. 2 spades, I would usually have a bit weaker than that. Like here, they say 12 to 15 points, 11 high card points. Here I got 15 and a singleton, so I think it's much better to bid 2 diamonds, which can be dropped, but lots of the times partner will compete, and then you get to round out your shape and make. So I think that's a good choice. Some people going down 2. Wow. Just playing a cross ruff on this hand really paid dividends. So take my 8 tricks. Don't think that the robots could have beaten me. No, I was cold for 8. That was the free day-long tournament. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.